Welcome back, Strongwomen fans, and in less than 4 days we are going to have the first ever World's Ultimate Strongman and World's Ultimate Strongest Woman. Obviously, originally it was meant to be in America, so you're seeing here where they're advertising in Florida, but obviously due to COVID, they decided to change it back to Dubai. That was the same for the boxing as well, which we'll discuss later in the video. There's a little bit of coming up on the boxing anyway. So obviously it was meant to take place in Florida, like I said, at the Veterans Memorial Arena. But again, because of COVID and, basically the guys at Core Sports were thinking it's not going to work, they decided to stick to Dubai. I'll be honest, I thought they were going to do it in the first place. I don't really see why they went to America, but perhaps they're trying to attract a different type of crowd and obviously expand the brand and the event, which is fair enough. But obviously it started in Dubai, in the Middle East, and I think it should probably just stay there because they've already got their network and the foundations there. But nonetheless, that's what's happening, and it's starting on this Saturday. It's going to be on the 17th of September 2021, and like I said, very exciting. It's going to be hosted at the Sports Society, as you can see here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about the ladies. The men we already know about, but I will talk about the ladies just to introduce them to you because some people do know them and others don't. Here are some of the picture I pulled up for obviously the fight that's happening. Obviously, as we know, it's changed to Devon Larratt, a massive arm wrestler champion who beat Michael Todd most recently. So obviously we can talk about that at the end of the video. The first female athlete I've pulled up here is Donna Moore. She's a 3-time World's Strongest Woman. She's an Arnold's World Champ in 2016 and 17. She also was an Arnie Pro Strongwoman in 2018 and most recently won UK Strongest Woman for 2021. So obviously she's English and she holds many records, including the Atlas Stone. Obviously that was her World's Ultimate feat of strength. You may remember I did a video on that. That's on my YouTube, so I can link that at the end of this video if you want to check her out. So Donna is in her early 40s, has said she's kind of getting towards the end of her career now, but she's a fan favourite and she's definitely one that I say you should watch out for. For me, top 3, no problem about it. So Sandra Bradley, she is a German strongest woman. So she's Germany's strongest woman. She's Arnold's amateur 2018 champ. Also second and third strongest woman at her weight category of 82 kilos for 2018 and 19. She's got a PB of 100 kilos on the log, 65 kilos on the monster dumbbell, which is monstrous, and also 140 kilos in the Atlas Stone. So the video I'm just showing you here, this is what she believes is going to be the mystery event with the rope. It could be, we still don't know, obviously we'll find out on the day, but this is one of her favourites apparently, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do. So she's definitely a pound for pound athlete. So next up, Corey Butler. She's America's second strongest woman in 2020. She came third in 2018 and fourth in the world overall in 2018-19. A couple of things to note about her as well. She has the American record for the axle clean and press at 271 pounds or 122 kilos. So that's pretty impressive, guys and girls, to lift that sort of weight on the axle. Very impressive, and some men can't do that, and I like to compare because at the end of the day men always think they're stronger and they are not. So well done to her. So Melissa Peacock, she's Canada's strongest amateur for 17, 18 and 19. She's the under 82 kilo Arnold's amateur champ for 2020, and she actually holds a couple records for Canada as well. So she's got the Canada's axle clean and press set 275 pounds or 124 kilos. Also on the log lift, she has a 250 pound PB or 113 kilos. So again, pretty big weights for a pretty compact person. She's just over 80 and she's quite petite, so fair play to her. Nadia Stowers, she is 3 times world record log presser for America. She's also got America's deadlift record set at 553 pounds or 250 kilos. She's ranked pound for pound the second strongest woman in the world. Going back to some of her other stats as well, she's also got a PB of 97 kilos or 250 pounds 15 on the block press, and the log was 117 kilos or 260 pounds. So Definitely a very strong athlete here and someone to watch out for. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in the top 3 or at least the top 4. I'm not saying just because some of the bigger girls can do better, but generally speaking, they do. Annabelle Chapman, now she's another English athlete, and she actually holds the world record in the axle press with 131 kilos or 288 pounds. She's also England's strongest woman. She recently competed in UK Strongest Woman as well, did pretty well. So here she is against Donna Moore, beating her in the log press. And as I mentioned, she's got a great axle and she's a really good log presser as well. So I think we're going to see some good things from her in some of the events. She's exciting, you know, she's quite young as well. I think she's born in 93, so she's about, well, she's late 20s, so she's still quite young. And then lastly, well, not lastly, we've got Andrea Thompson before we get to Jessica. So Andrea is 4 times English Strongest Woman. You may recognise her from doing some of the feats of strength for World's Ultimate Strongman. Again, I've got some videos on her, which I covered back when they did them, which I'll link at the end of the video. She has the World's Ultimate Strongman or woman now log press record. She's also got PBs on the elephant bar of 280 kilos. So, you know, another slightly older athlete, more mature like Donna, but she's definitely got a lot of experience, and you know, she actually works with Big Loz, so great coach to have on board. And then lastly, Jessica Pfeiffer. So she is the 2 times winner of the non-podium division of World's Strongest Woman. She's also America's Strongest Woman, and she's the current world record holder in the block press, which she set at 220.4 pounds or 109 kilos. So again, some great stats from another really good athlete, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we see from these ladies. Definitely some exciting things to come, and it's nice to showcase them, and I will in the review video after the actual events. So the events themselves will be identical, both men and women alike. However, there'll be some differences on the weights. So it'll be 60 seconds AMRAP head-to-head for the log press, 180 kilos for men's and 100 for women. So event 2 will be the head-to-head yoke for distance. Again, in 60 seconds, the men's having 450 kilos and the ladies having 300 kilos worth of weight. Event 3 will be farmers walk, 30 meters. Men will have 180 kilos total and women 110. Event 4 will be the mystery event, no one knows yet. And lastly, as always, Atlas Stones for the men's, 110 to 200 kilo run, followed by 60 to 150 for the women's. So for the athletes for the men's, Matthias Kitosky finally makes his return after 2 years not competing with that tricep injury. Bobby Thompson will be making his second appearance at World's Ultimate Strongman. JF Caron will be there as always, another fan favourite and Canada's previous strongest man. Then we have E4 from Iceland, another athlete who's shown great promise. Then we have Rauno Heinler, the man who looks very different with hair now, completely different, may I say. Followed by Alexei Novikov, so obviously another fan favourite and the last winner in March. Then we've got Rauno Heinler from Estonia, obviously he's making another appearance. And then moving on, we've actually got Big Z. He is going to be competing, so that is super exciting. He's not refereeing, he's there. Then Mikhail Shivlikov, he's back from his injury where he couldn't compete in Giants Live's last event. Then we've got Konstantin Janasha, the Georgian Bull. He will be there as well. Ivaz, he's going to also be attending. If you remember last time, he was on the podium. 3rd place. Then we've got Ramin from Iran. He's going to be competing for the 2nd time, and also Mohammed from Iran also will be competing for his second appearance. Sorry. As always, Big Loss will be commentating, I imagine, with Mark, perhaps. Obviously, we all know that he's heavily involved, so look forward to hearing what he's got to say about the events. And your host will be Steve Moore. I don't know too much about this chap. I believe he's a DJ of some sort out there in Dubai, so he's going to be getting involved there. So guys and girls, let me know your thoughts and predictions on the female and the men's athletes. Where do you think we're going to place? Top 3 for both genders. Are we going to see any new world records, any PBs from anyone? Let me know in the comment section below and we'll get a discussion going on that. So that leads me on to fight night 3, and again that was moved to Dubai, and as we know, Hafthor Bjornsson is now going to be taking on king of the table Devon Larratt. So 2 champions from their own sports and their own rights are going to be going head to head. Obviously Devon is a late replacement for Eddie Hall, because of that injury he sustained to his bicep. Both two very big and accomplished men, and should be very interesting. You know, there's going to be a lot of aggression, and interesting how an arm wrestler transfers into boxing, and obviously a powerlifter and strongman who has had 2 fights already, albeit exhibition matches, how they're going to stack up against one another. The press conference is going to be on the 16th of this week, ahead of obviously the weigh-in. You know, I've been watching some videos of Devon. It's clear to see he's not a boxer, but you know, neither's Hafthor. But Hafthor's got a massive advantage over him. You know, height, reach, experience in the ring now, and size. But that doesn't mean he's gonna flop. But I really hope that they're going to stick to the rules. I haven't double checked, but I believe it will be not an exhibition match. They're allowed to knock each other out. Should be like it was meant to be for Eddie Hall. But no official information as yet on that, but we will find out. So let me know what you guys think about these two. How's it going to go down? And here we go. Here's the weigh-in on the 17th, which is going to be the day that the Strongman and Strongwomen's competition starts. So you've obviously got that in the midst of everything else going on with the strong competitions. And then obviously on the 18th, the day after, we'll have all these fights come up. There's actually going to be 9 fights in total. The actual undercard for this will be of 2 CrossFit legends, Josh Bridges and Jacob Hepner. They'll be taken to the ring. So they're, like I said, the official undercard. And there's going to be a combined 11 Fits on Earth final appearances. So there's going to be a lot of really fit athletes going head to head for the fittest bragging rights. And obviously, you know, basically to say who can take the hand to another sport. We've also got the likes of Avril here, so she's going to be taking on Nanga, and I apologise if I haven't pronounced your name correctly. There are some difficult ones on here. She's actually unbeaten in the bantamweight, and there's a little prize here if she remains undefeated, so that should be quite interesting. Jessica is her easier name to pronounce. Then you've obviously got the powerlifting Cohen. She's going against Nito. It's the first time ever that she stepped into a ring. She's obviously a powerlifter and a world record holder in her own right. Steffi, she's going to be in the featherweight division against her opponents. So that should be an interesting one as well. I'm quite looking forward to the first 2 female fights. Then you've got Nasir against Malik Jabir in the super lightweight division, or Abdul, slightly easier to pronounce. Then moving on, we have our next athletes. We've got Fonjo versus, I cannot even pronounce that, and I'm not even going to attempt to. Badri is his first name, and that's in the super middleweight division. And there are their stats there. So I just pull these up for you guys and girls so you can learn a little bit more about them. Then we've got Bakal versus Asumanu, and this is going to be the second heavyweight fight. Both chaps from Africa. Big guys as well, so that'd be interesting. Obviously, I prefer heavyweight boxing to any other division. Just personally, that's what I like. So I'm looking forward to that one. Then lastly, we've got these 2 chaps here. Again, I can't really pronounce their names. You've got Anthony and Georgie. It's a bit easier there. Netherlands and Georgia. They're in the lightweight division, and there are their stats there. So, guys and girls, let me know what you think about the boxing. What are your predictions for all the fights? Let me know in the comment section below, and also talk to me about what you think about the strongman and strong women. But anyway, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, as always, please remember to either like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. Amigo and Fitness, signing out.